and welcome. My name is Simon from Premium Quality Air Rifle Accessories, and this is just a short video to showcase some of the CMR close to medium range scopes that we stock. The CMR scopes have become super popular over probably the last 12 months, and there's good reason for it. They're really simple to use, they do a good job, they're nice, small, compact and light, and they're really sensibly priced. In the past they've been geared up mainly for firearms use, but more and more people are moving towards these on air guns, and they're in focus at crazily close range for ratting, some of them from as little as sort of 1.5 meters, and yeah, just represent really good value for money. I thought I'd just work my way through what we've currently got in stock. We do actually sell more than the, how many we've got out here, 9 that are present. The Vector stuff comes in and goes out very, very quickly, hence why we haven't got any to show you today, but I'll do a separate video for those, and just work through the pros and cons of each one. As I go along, I'll put up pictures of the reticle, the cost, and any sort of special features that's worth noting. Probably start with the little baby of the bunch. This is the TEagle. It's a 2x28 and it's in the SR range of scopes. We sell these at $89.99. It has an illuminated reticle in 2 colours, red and green. It comes complete with flip up lens covers, and is a super tiny little compact scope. I personally use one of these in conjunction with the Discovery night vision unit at the moment, and it works great for ratting the close stuff, and it's a very well made bit of kit. It's basically a chopped down full size scope. That probably don't make any sense, but it feels like a scope with a bit missing. The ocular end, just whiz this off. Ocular end adjustment is nice and solid, just winds out. Everybody's eyes are different, and that's why that ocular adjustment's there. However, the majority of people that look through this scope can see everything in focus from about 1 meter out to about 55 yards without any adjustment. It's just a great little thing. The Illumination has a lowish setting to start with, so it's very usable. Don't sort of burn your eyes out when you turn it on, and I've found the reticle picks up nicely on the kind of entrance level IR unit that I've been using it on. $89.99 currently. We're on the 26th of February, so prices are going up and down. Obviously there's a lot going on in the world at the moment, but a really usable bit of kit. The next one again is a TEagle. This is the SR again, and it's a 1.5 to 5x20, and it's same price, $89.99. Everybody always asks me what's your favourite of whatever scope it is that they're inquiring about. I can say hand on heart, this is my favourite one. It focuses down, there's no focus, but it's in focus on low mag from about, I don't know, 2 or 3 meters out to infinity. It's got really bright glass. It looks good, does everything you'd expect it to do, and it's hardly any money at all. The reticle's really usable. It's got plenty of information in there. Just nice solid thing. It's a 1-inch tube on this. Probably should have said on the previous one, 2x28. It's a 30mm tube. But this one's a 1-inch tube. I wouldn't let the tube size on these CMR scopes put you off. They're drawing a lot of light for what is effectively a very short scope, and the pictures on all of them are pretty bright and sharp. This one, as I say, really works well. Nice and simple. Everything runs as it should. 5 magnification's plenty for shooting out to about 30-35 yards, maybe a little bit further. But on the close stuff, 5, 10, 15 yards works flawlessly. It comes with the flip ups again, ocular adjustment. Just a really nice, simple, well finished scope. The next one along is the EO 1.2 to 6 by 24. This is the non-illuminated version from TEagle, and it's $99.99, so we've gone up by about a tenner. Again, it's this one's a 30mm tube. It's nicely finished. Got a little throw lever in with this, and you get a little sunshade to go on the front as well. Nice comprehensive little thing for under 100 quid. You get the flip ups in, you get a choice of mounts with all these, weaver pickenny or dovetail. We do our best to offer a choice of heights as well, and yeah, just a good little thing. Really well made, nicely finished. Everything runs nice and smooth as it should. I'll put a picture of the reticle up. This one, it focuses probably from about 6 meters, a little bit further out to kind of infinity. Obviously the way that these seem to work is that on the lower mags are in focus at much closer ranges, which is good because it gives a really wide field of view. And yeah, just a nice thing. So they do the same scope, TEagle, with illumination. So it's the EO 1.2 to 6 by 24 IR, and it's $105.99. It's a fiver dearer, but you get the benefit of having the illumination on the side, but you don't get the sunshade. Everything works the same. It's like a Christmas tree type reticle in these. Loads of aim points for windage. I found it to be really useful. When you first look through it, you think, blinking heck, what's that? The way the reticle looks, it looks quite heavy, but it's not at all, and it's actually, it focuses your eye because it's a pyramid style reticle. I'm going to put pictures up on the screen. Again, just a really nice thing. The illumination works as it should. You get choice amounts and the batteries in with these. $105.99. I did think about ways of sort of putting these on test, but there's just too many to kind of put side by side and compare, and I'm not the best with sort of doing footage through scopes and things, so I kind of thought this is a good way just to get a closer look, see what you get for your money, and then you can kind of make a bit more of an informed choice. There's lots of other YouTubers out there doing very similar things, and they'll tell you the benefits they've found with them, but overall they seem very hard to fault for the money. Next one along is the ER 1.2 to 6 by 24 IR. We sell these in two colours. There's a bronze and a black. This one's a bronze. These are a step up in money at $149.99. There's not a massive step up in build quality. If you like, they're very, very similar, finishing the same way. The glass quality is superb in these, really sharp and bright. They seem to focus out from probably about 4 or 5 yards out to infinity. Really well made. They're rated for firearms. In fact, all of these are fine on sort of 177 LRs and 22 LRs and probably a bit more than that. Firearms not my speciality, but they're designed to go on, and be used heavy duty. Great bit of kit. All these that I've shown you, or the last three I've shown you, I've pull up target turrets that can be clicked and locked back down. The first one is more of a hunting turret where you put the cap on. I quite like that. It keeps everything nice and smooth. Gives you plenty of space for adding bits and pieces to them. So yeah, it comes with a sunshade. Everything about this is a little bit heavier. When you pick it up, it feels heavier. Ocular adjustment at this end. Everything's all nicely finished with sort of knurling, and yeah, really good. I'll put pictures of the reticle up. You get a throw lever on these. Decent bit of kit. Black one, exactly the same price as well. Then this is the dearest one in the TEagle range. It's the MR 1 to 10 by 24 IR. Really, this is a firearm scope. It's heavy duty, you can feel the weight in it. There's a leap up in the quality of the glass. and it parallaxes out to further rate. It's parallaxed out at a further range. It's still in focus on low mag at sort of 5-6 yards, but that's not its party piece. Its party piece is round about sort of 70 yards. It's crystal clear, a lovely reticle on there. It just feels a leap forward, and it should do, because it's 2.5 times the price of the kind of the entrance level one. But it's good. It's solid. I can imagine people putting that on a firearms rated kind of air rifle, FAC should I say, and shooting out to 70-80 yards. It will look fantastic, work really well, but it's not cheap. 259 quid. You can get a lot of different scopes for that money, but if you're after a close to medium range scope that'll take a knock, last a long time in the field, that could be the one for you. And the last two are the WestHunters. We've sold these for maybe 3 years now. Really in demand. Well built, 30mm tube, pop-up turrets that nice positive clicks, push down and lock, decent flip ups, and a throw lever. They do two different ones. This one's the non-illuminated version. So it's the HDS 1.2 to 6x24. It's 119.99 at the moment. I like the reticle in that. It's just a nice straight sort of mill hash type reticle. It's a nice bright picture, in focus from sillily close distances. Really usable for hunting. Looks great on air rifles, bullpups, and just, yeah, spot on. They do the same scope again, so it's the same magnification. It's the HDS 1.2 to 6x24, and this one's got illuminated reticle, and the reticle in this one's a dot, centre dot with a halo style over the top that goes in two colours, red and green. This was the first scope of this type that we sold. We've sold an awful lot of them now. I had nothing but positive feedback on these. They're really on top of the game for sort of less than 140 quid. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. Perfect for bullpups, look good doing it, and just really well made. 30mm tube, allows a lot of flexibility. The reticle in that one is pretty much spot on. We've also taken a couple of these scopes from Vector as well. I mean, we're a Vector main dealer, but the Vector don't have loads in this style. So we've got a Victoptix one, which I'll put up on the screen so you can see it. Very, very similar to this with the illumination, and a couple of others as well that I'll add into the video afterwards. I can only say, if you get one of these, you'll have an awful lot of fun with it. It takes all the kind of messing around of focusing away, and concentrates your eye on the shooting. Really sensible money. You can use them for just about anything. Perfect for ratting, perfect for entrance level kind of bench resty type stuff. We've sold a lot to a shooting club, shooting barn down south. They've taken the SR 1.5 to 5 offers quite in a number, and they've found them really good if you're sort of just starting out in shooting, or you kind of wanting to keep things simple. That's definitely the one to go for. You know, it's possibly the cheaper option, but actually, in my opinion, the glass is really sharp on them, really bright, and it works really well. I've also been using these my rifle for a bit of sort of sub 6 foot-pound target shooting. So I've got one mounted on my S200. It's absolutely phenomenal. This one's it's a swamp deer. It's a 1.2 to 6 by 20 or 24. It's more or less the same as these. Absolutely love it. once you've got it zeroed at about 10 yards, literally everything you put the crosshairs on out to about 20 just seems to fall over of its own accord. Nice and compact, really light, easy to use. You won't go wrong with these. They're absolutely fantastic scopes. I'm going to try to put as much information as I can up on the screen. I've put some pictures on of my ratting kit with the night vision on the back, so you can see what that looks like. If you've got any questions at all, feel free, give us a ring, drop us an email. We're happy to talk to customers. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and please do what everybody else tells you to do on YouTube: like, subscribe, follow, and comment, and do all the bits there. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye bye.